Dermaroller 101, everything about Dermaroller that you need to know from A to Z. Who is a great candidate, what conditions the Dermaroller can treat, who cannot use Dermaroller, results of my clients. Guys, I have been in skincare, especially microneedling industry, for over 10 years right now, esthetician for over 16 years, and I have so much experience, and I'm very, very passionate about microneedling. I do believe there is nobody in the world that knows better about microneedling than I do. I also have my business of microneedling for over 7 years right now. I decided to put everything in one video that you need to know about Dermaroller, absolutely everything. So take a cup of tea, coffee, and let's jump into this. Now, number one, who can use Dermaroller? I'm gonna go ahead and prepare for a Dermaroller session in a bit, but who is a great candidate for Dermaroller session? And yes, you can do that at home, but you just have to know how to prepare. If you don't know how to prepare, if you don't know how to use Dermaroller or microneedling tools, you don't know nothing and you're just lazy person, it's okay. Go somewhere else, get microneedling done. You can totally have amazing, incredible results using Dermaroller at home. These are just few of my clients that have amazing, beautiful results. So if you are someone that is over 20 years old, if you think you're starting to see a little bit of aging, fine lines, pigmentation, and even skin tone, texture, you would like to look a little bit fresher, healthier, younger, that is a right tool for you to start using. I'm going to be using actually the one replaceable head Dermaroller, which is a new launch. What's not allowed to do before dermarolling? Make sure you have a squeaky clean skin. That is the most important. You can do a red light therapy, you can do gua sha, you can gently exfoliate your skin. There's no kind of contraindication that you should be aware that you cannot do something before Dermaroller. I highly recommend to do red light therapy before Dermaroller. That is incredible. Or gua sha, that's very, very beautiful. What can be used before Dermaroller? So red light therapy, you can use products, skincare serums, creams before Dermarolling, during or after. So you apply serum, for example, peptide. If I want to apply peptide, I can apply peptide and then dermaroll. Or I can dermaroll, apply peptide, dermaroll, apply peptide, apply. Or I dermaroll all the skin, all the face, wherever I'm going to be dermarolling the neck, and then apply product after. It's totally up to you. There's no difference and it's just your own preference. Where can I use Dermaroller? You can use Dermaroller literally everywhere. Face, neck, décolleté, your belly. I'm after delivering my baby right now. I'm going to be using Dermaroller to tighten my skin, stretch marks, cellulites, on the hands, wherever you want. Just don't use on your butthole, on your feet, the bottoms of your feet, and on your tongue, and on your eyeball, and on the lids. Most of the people asking me if they can use Dermaroller on the lids. Please don't do that. It's not okay. If you're gonna puncture the skin that is 0.5 millimeter, you can go blind, and this is very, very serious. Don't do that at home. Best time to use Dermaroller, I highly recommend to use 1 or 2 hours before you go to bed, because at night our skin rejuvenates the fastest, the best, and you won't be exposing your skin for the daylight. For those that work at night and sleep at the daytime, make sure you do that before going to bed. Doesn't matter of the time of the day that you go to bed. How to prepare the skin, disinfect the skin before dermarolling. So I'm gonna take a new Dermaroller that we have over here. This is a new launch for those who love planet and want to reduce plastic waste. This is replaceable head Dermaroller. It comes with 0.5. So I'm gonna open. They already come disinfected, so you do not have to disinfect. If you want to know how to disinfect Dermaroller with oxygen, I have a liquid oxygen in my brand, which is the best disinfecting product for any microneedling tool, actually better than alcohol. I'm gonna link right here on the top so you can actually check it out, this entire video. I don't want to go too much into detail of that. So we will take Dermaroller. My skin is already washed, double cleanse, and I want to show you how I'm disinfecting actually my skin. My hands are washed as well. I'm gonna apply a little bit, like 1 pump of this product. You can actually remove it after you apply with the cloth, or you can leave it. It's totally up to you. It is very safe to dermaroll that product even in your skin. It's actually really safe. Even wash your baby's hair with this product is very normal. So I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna be using on my neck as well. And you will do the same exact thing with Dermaroller. You will pump, bum, bum, bum. I have video right here. How to use Dermaroller on each area. You always want to make sure you lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why is that? Because you don't want to puncture the same exact spot for many times. Like this is better for the beginners. I will say don't go for over 5 times during the same spot. And then vertical, horizontal, 5 times as well. If you want, you can do diagonal. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over like one same spot, or you can just go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I will do the same to the different direction. Do you need to have a different Dermaroller sizes for each of the area? And yes and no. If you're using 0.25, you can cover entire area. If you're using 0.5 like I'm right now, I want to avoid eye area close to the eye. If you're using 0.75, you can do all the face. If you're using 1 millimeter, you can avoid forehead. Now if you advance, you can go on the forehead. If you're beginner, I will highly recommend to skip 1 millimeter on the forehead, because skin over here is very thin. It can be really painful. If you advance, you can of course use a numbing cream. And this is how I use on the cheek. The same way, gonna go up vertically, horizontally, and diagonally. Remember, if you are a beginner, you can skip diagonally because it can be too much. Remember guys, slower, less is the key. Be patient. I have a lot of clients coming to me, Jen, my skin is peeling, my skin is red, my skin is burning, and I say, how long did you dermaroll? And they say 20 minutes with 0.75 for the very first time. And then I'm doing diagonally on the cheeks. You will notice that your cheeks are a little bit less sensitive, so you can apply a little bit more pressure. Remember, if you have uncomfortable feeling, burning, painful, use just less often. Just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe first time you're gonna be able to do just 2 times like that, and that's totally fine. And now I'm gonna do it to different direction. Always you wanna dermaroll up. You don't wanna kind of go down. You wanna go up. It's like you will wash your face, skin, apply everything up due to gravity. Gravity already pulls us down, so you don't wanna put everything even dermaroller down. Makes sense? Maybe not, but just the way I teach. And then the same with this cheek. Now once you're done with the forehead, I have a little bit extra line, so I'm just gonna go and treat. I'm gonna love this area a little bit more. I'm comfortable like crazy, but I can handle it. I just birthed my baby naturally with no drugs 10 weeks ago. I can definitely handle this. All right, so now this area, you don't wanna go like that. What you want, it's with Dermaroller, you wanna avoid going like that. It's gonna cause a little bit of scarring. Less scarring, the better. Like this. Like straight. Lip area is really painful. A little bit on the nose to get rid of blackheads, whiteheads, tighten the skin. It's great. Now, if you wanna, for example, replace the head, use bigger size for wherever stretch marks, let's say, I will show you how to take this off. Press on this and here, and you just take it off. With the thumb is better, I have more energy with that. And then how to put it in, you just like that, and then you can, this is bigger size, you can dermaroll neck. Let's do neck. So go down on the neck like that. A little bit redness on your skin is totally okay. A little bit, few dots of bleeding, it's okay. Many people asking me, can you do Dermaroller with Frownies the same day? I don't recommend. Use Frownies next day. Can you have a Botox with Dermaroller? Absolutely, just wait 2 weeks for that, and then I'll do horizontal on my neck. All process, guys, shouldn't take more than 5, 8, maximum 10 minutes if you're going with the neck. And that's it. So how I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna disinfect. I'm gonna put Dermaroller here. I'm gonna apply foam. I'm gonna wait until it's gonna settle. It's like around 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse it with filtered water or bottled water. Make sure not tap water. What Dermaroller size to use on each area? For around the eyes, only 0.25, nothing else. Face, any size from 2.5, 5, 75, and 1 millimeter, right? On the forehead, as I told you, 1 millimeter. If you're a beginner, it can be a little bit too much. Start slowly. Neck, 0.25, 5 could be if you're advanced, 75 and 1. Chest, 0.5, 75, 1. Depends how advanced you are, depends how deep your stretch marks are. For the rest of the body, I will recommend highly to use 1 or 1.5. I do have a separate body Dermaroller. This is so cool. Alright, this is the body Dermaroller. This is 1.5. This is what you will use on your legs. It's much wider as you see. How is the pressure of Dermaroller when I dermaroll my skin? You know, guys, if you ever shaved your armpits or anything else, this is the pressure that you will apply while using Dermaroller on your skin. How long should I roll? As I mentioned, I will say beginners 2, 3, maximum 5 minutes. If you're advanced, 5, 8 minutes. If you're really advanced, 10 minutes. For your face and neck, you don't have to dermaroll for longer than that if you're using real individual needle Dermaroller. Now here's the thing, here's the difference: real individual needle Dermarollers that I own a trademark, nobody else, or fake Dermarollers. Let me show you. So fake Dermarollers can look very identical. They can look like that. You should be able to spot these wheels inside your Dermaroller. They look like this, and they're under microscope. These parts over here towards the base, they widen. So when you dermaroll with this kind of Dermaroller, you're causing much more scars than you will be using Dermaroller like this with the real individual needles inside. You can actually spot the needles. I don't know which part is better. You can see actual needles inside of the Dermaroller, and you can feel when you dermaroll with this, it's not as painful as you will be using that kind of Dermaroller that has those wheels inside. Not a big deal, but when you think about your skin and you will be rolling this for weeks, for months, for years, and takes longer to heal, you will know the difference. You will notice the difference. What Dermaroller feels like, it feels, depends of course on the size. The smaller the size, the less you feel. The bigger the size, the more you feel. You can use lidocaine, you can use any numbing cream. It feels a little bit tingling. It feels like a little bit like a sunburn. If you ever had a sunburn, it feels a little bit like, kind of like a sandpaper. If you ever were playing with the sandpaper and kind of try to brush over here. So right now I feel a little bit tingling, but that's totally okay. How to store back Dermaroller. So you see foam is already melted. I will pour out that Dermaroller foam over here. I will rinse it with the filtered water. I will take that and I will store like this, like leaving a little bit space to evaporate for the water as well, and just will leave it somewhere on the counter for the next time. Do I need to wash my face after? No, please do not wash your face after. What can I apply after Dermaroller? I do have a couple of serums, clean, non-irritating, as organic as possible with the least synthetic ingredients, something that doesn't burn, doesn't irritate. So make sure what you have after. About the retinol, Retinae, Retinoic Acid, I am personally against that, but there are no estheticians and dermatologists that they say it's okay. I personally, the gentler, the healthier the skin, the less exhaustion and the less stress for the skin, the better. But that's totally up to you. One of the favorites is peptide serum, is firming, is tightening, is anti-aging, and also I do really love and booster. Vitamin C booster, these are organic, natural, toxic-free certified. My all skincare is toxic-free certified. This is not L-ascorbic acid. It is not going to burn your skin. This is with the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is really gentle, very gentle, great. I created this for to be used after microneedling. I love it. I'm gonna apply a few pumps of that and few pumps of peptide and gently gonna tap it in. You don't want to rub it, you just want to gently apply. I also have my favorite sheet mask that makes your skin glow. Not lying, really makes your skin glow. Ta-da! Hydro mask, ta-da! I love this mask. And I'm using this mask after Dermaroller lately every single time. There we go. It's also with a clean, non-burning, soothing, calming ingredients. Guys, my entire line, it is created and dedicated to be used after microneedling. And you can use entire line without using microneedling. Dermaroller, if you want to put this mask just randomly, I did yesterday, that's totally fine. And massage in the neck. A little bit redness after the Dermaroller, it's fine. How do I take care of the skin the next day? Please be careful with sun. Do not go in the sun if you're going for a walk with your dog. Wear big sunglasses, big hat, sunscreen, mineral sunscreen. I highly will recommend. I do have in my line mineral sunscreen as well. Try to avoid gym for a day. It's not bad, nothing going to happen, but it's just gonna burn and it's gonna be really, really itchy once you're gonna sweat. So try to avoid any activities that makes you sweat, like sauna as well. What to expect after Dermaroller? So after Dermaroller, it is totally normal that your skin is gonna be a little bit drier, a little bit red, sensitive, irritated, tingling. That's totally okay. What is not okay, if your skin is gonna start peeling, burning, really, really painful, that's not okay. That means you did use too big size Dermaroller, your session was too long, you maybe exfoliated before that with a harsh exfoliating product that you shouldn't. Typically, this redness, discomfort gonna go away in the next 2-3 days. What you should avoid in the next 24, 48, 72 hours, as I mentioned, avoid gym and sauna for the next 24 hours. For the next 2-3 days, avoid sun, avoid any harsh exfoliation, avoid doing anything that will irritate your skin. Try not to touch your skin. When do I need to replace Dermarollers? Now, this is up to you, but I personally highly recommend to replace every Dermaroller or the head of the Dermaroller. No more often, no less often than every 10 uses. I personally replace Dermarollers every 5 uses. After clinically being proven that when you Dermaroll over the same, your Dermarollers gets duller and duller and duller every time. Like in the hospital, they throw away needle each time. I personally use every 5 times. I highly recommend to replace Dermaroller head or Dermarollers or any microneedling tools every 10 uses, no more often than that. But that's totally up to you, of course. How long do I need to use Dermaroller to see results? That's everyone is different, depends what goal you have. I personally just want a little bit youthful, glowy, healthier, younger looking skin. It can take from 3, 5, 10 sessions. Some people see results the next day. Some people see results in 3 months, 6 months. Is up to you. Of course, it's stretch marks. So for example, if you have a stretch marks, that is a scars, actually can take a year, can take up to 2 years. Not gonna lie, it's a slow process, but it's totally possible. People have results with Dermarollers, but a lot of people just give up because they don't have patience. Simple as that. But I would say on average, doesn't matter of the size, doesn't matter of the issue you have, it could take on average month, 3 up to 6 months. Do I need to keep using Dermaroller to maintain results? If you already achieve results, yes, you absolutely want to keep maintaining, maybe just less often to use Dermaroller. How often now to use Dermaroller? It is very important to know how frequently you should use Dermaroller. Here is the table that personally applies to my brand. I know there are different brands, different usages that people recommend. For example, 0.25 every 3-4 days. Well, once a week if you have sensitive skin, 0.5 once a week. If you do have sensitive skin, of course, increase that spacing between sessions, like maybe only once or twice a month. 75 I recommend to use every 3 weeks. If you're sensitive skin, once a month. If you're really advanced and you're okay, maybe twice a month. 1 millimeter shouldn't be used more often than once every month. Body Dermaroller once every month, every 5, every 6 weeks, which is 1.5 millimeter Dermaroller. Is Dermaroller painful? For some people, yeah. If someone birthed naturally with no drugs, a child, you can handle any size of Dermaroller. But if you're not, then you have a pain cream, lidocaine, and you're not gonna have pain then. Can Dermaroller cause breakouts? No, but if you're not properly cleaning your skin, if you're using something that I don't know, I don't recommend, particularly some creams and serums that you used before, during, or after Dermaroller can cause breakout, can clog your pores, especially something it has like heavy, if it has a product, heavy oils, creams, balms, tallow balm or something like that, like some people asking, no, that's a big no for me. Please just don't use anything. If you have breakouts, don't use nothing after Dermaroller, but please make sure you do have something to disinfect really well Dermaroller. Now, if you're really on the budget, don't use nothing after Dermaroller, just get Dermaroller, get this cleansing product, and that's it. And that's gonna be altogether less than $100. Serums can be pricier. If you're on the budget, just get Dermaroller, make sure you're disinfecting properly and you're not gonna get breakouts. So please let me know if you have any more questions about Dermaroller. If I missed something, ask me in the comment section and let me know what else would you like to know about Dermarollers. Maybe I missed something. I will be happy to film more videos. This is updated Dermaroller video 2024. I keep updating those videos every single year, so hopefully that was helpful, and please let me know if you have any more questions. I love you so much. Bye. Subscribe if you haven't.